Hey everybody, Cody Menz, also Levi, who's kind of sleeping back there. Got another WoT's new video for you today. Today we're going to talk about basically the summer Highway Rock event that they have going. Some cool news on a Wargaming NA event for CCs where possibly basically winning a PC. Also, alongside of that, a really cool invite code for basically new players, and I'll kind of walk you through that. Also, basically some stuff from the SuperTest. We got ourselves a T77, which is a tier 8 T57 basically, and also a T42, which is kind of a souped up M41 Walker Bulldog in a sense. But in any event, let's get going here. Like usual, basically all the links that you see here in the video description, and yeah, let's get going here to keep this video hopefully shorter. I always end up rambling. In any event though, July 4th, is obviously here, which hopefully everyone celebrates, has a great time with their family, stay safe everyone, and hopefully you have some good times. Basically for this weekend, you have already kind of kicked off with Canada Day special. There's also in the shop, the premium shop, there's a special like Canadian skin for the Centurion tank as well. But July 3rd to the 6th, there's going to be Independence Day weekend and discounts. Basically 5x bonus for your first win. And also when it comes to discounts, I would probably say it's either, I think they might throw in like equipment, crews, stuff like that. Usually they do something good for the 4th of July. So just keep your eyes out for that if you need to, purchase anything, basically, and you've been saving up some credits, some gold, stuff like that. Otherwise, throughout July, we have the battle pass, the next act is going to be starting soon. Like this is act 3. However, Act 4, as you can see, 10 days from now, so not too long. Basically, hints, they released like a hint on the Russian server. Basically, it's either going to be tank racing or possibly the soccer mode, if I had to go with one of those two. We should also see like WoT Classic come up at some point, because as we get closer to August, so maybe not in 10 days now, but maybe a little bit after, there should be something about World of Tanks Classic, if I had to guess. Otherwise, some other goodies here for on-track missions. Right now you have the Shrub 103B, but soon it's going to be the T77 Heavy and the FE4005. Let's move on. So tank rewards, Independence Day. Basically you have some nice little goodies to where top prizes, if I scroll down here, when it comes to tanks, is the glorious FV201A45 that you probably don't see too often. Tank, it's not great, it lacks really alpha, for a heavy it's kind of weird, but it does kind of, if you compare it to the Black Prince, the FV, I feel like it's a little bit better because it gets you ready for the Carnarvon that comes after it. Otherwise, the AC4 Experimental's pretty decent with its gun. Ram 2, and I'm not exactly a fan. I'd go for the FV though. Otherwise, you get some other goodies and stuff like usual through tank rewards. Tank Universary, make sure you basically pop these codes in. You have to claim them. Come here, little buddy. Levi always wants to ditch me during this. He knows I'm not streaming anymore. He doesn't get any more biscuits. Basically, make sure you claim these codes. Don't forget about them. You can get some basically XP goodies there. Getting to the, so this is called the Summer Recruitment Drive. Kind of sprung on us a little bit to where I haven't had a ton of time to prepare. Basically, the gist of it is every single CC has a unique code, as you can see here. Whoever gets the most uses of their codes, and apparently they will be checking for IPs and even hardware, basically IDs, so you can't rig it in favor of your favorite CC, which please don't try to do that. It's not worth your effort. Don't do it, at least for me. It's not worth your effort. And also, it's kind of cheating. In any event though, basically whoever has the most new player codes used will win an Alienware bleh, Aurora basically PC plus a Tobii eye tracker, which I already have here. Now we basically can do whatever we want with this, where we can either keep it ourselves or, you know, we can give it away. Me personally, if I win, I'm gonna give it away, to where, you know, I basically raffle it off between YouTube and also basically Twitch. I'll figure out a way to kind of combine the two platforms to give it away. The best use of this is honestly inviting someone using the recruitment basically program, like as they state here. You invite somebody, they can also use this code, and it basically gives you some really good goodies. Usually, like I have a code, it's this WoT Guru, and it gives you, you know, basically a bonus code for new players. This one, however, gives you 1,500 gold, 2 weeks of World of Tanks premium time, a T34 shielded with 100% crew, also 3 pieces of equipment, a gun rammer, enhanced gun laying drive for some strange reason, and also ventilation class 2. So yeah, it's a pretty cool code in its own right and worth it for new players. On top of it though, whoever wins this, basically someone might opt to keep it. Me personally, I'll raffle it off to basically a viewer, and one of you guys might win it. But wish I had a little bit more time to, update all my new player stuff, because I'm crazy busy. Work is, very busy for me right now. I'm lucky I even can make these videos. But something cool, thank you Wargaming NA. I hope, hopefully this is kind of a hit, and, maybe we'll see more of this. So you can find, obviously the link in the video description here. You can find your favorite CC, whether it's me or someone else, won't hurt my feelings. And you can always kind of promote them a little bit if you know anybody who wants to join the game. One of the best times to join right now with all the specials going on. Alright, so Highway Rock. This is another special that's going on that's basically like an additional tank rewards. This is pretty cool, though, where basically it's free for everyone to join, just like tank rewards. You just have to do it through the website. Levi's wore me down and he just got himself a biscuit. Basically you can complete missions, or you can buy stuff in game, and when it comes down to it, you do get goodies for completing things. And there's some 2D styles, as you can see behind me. I've got the Songkran style on the Scorpion. If I can just move this out of the way, I think this is awesome. I'm gonna get a ton of these things because I think it will make me pop. In any event, there's also some basically 3D styles you can get. I'll show you guys these in the garage right after I get through this. And also you can buy some other goodies too. I think this is a really cool way that they've done it. But you can also buy stuff, to basically get everything quickly. Now, you basically make your little cars and stuff like this, and that's how you get the stuff in game. And there's also the shop here for buying, ×5 XP missions, credit reserves. This is kind of the best thing right now. I'm gonna actually pick up a couple of them. Or no, what? You only can get one of them? I'm actually mad now. Come on, why can't I buy more? I have enough miles. Okay, so maybe you only can buy one set of those. I was hoping that you could buy a crap ton of them. Now I'm a little depressed. Anyway, still some freebies, cool stuff. Levi's not impressed though. And I highly recommend everyone take advantage of this, obviously, because you can get some nice stuff for a free-to-play player. When it comes to, the special styles, so basically the Scorpion I've got with this kind of pimped out a little bit. I also put a special style on the WZ. This is the Sakura Storm. For the last 2D style, you have the Wargaming Fest. I believe it's this one. Don't get too mad at me if I got the wrong one. But you get a Wargaming Fest style. And last but not least, you have the 3 tier 10s that basically have 3D styles. So the Panhard, you get this, and this does not add space armor, unfortunately. I know the EBR could really use it because it's really weak, but unfortunately it doesn't add space armor. But it looks pretty cool. I'm sure some people are getting angry with me saying that. Don't get me wrong, they're getting nerfed. Yay. FE4005, this style looks pretty cool as well. And none of these are like super over the top, I feel like, and like gaudy. And not last but not least, the Strev 103B, which is a pretty nice one as well. It looks like you're gonna pick up and go for like a campfire or something with all the wood slapped on this tank. Anyway, we're gonna get back to the best style. Let me know which one you think, guys, you like the best. I'm personally, the Scorpion G is the best. I think this is the best one, or the Scorpion. I have it on. Last but not least, there's some new tanks coming. So starting with the T77, which is a T57 basically down tiered. It's not as bad as it sounds. Basically, medium tank, tier 8, premium, and you have a 3-round, from my understanding, auto loader, and basically so 360 damage per shot. Penetration's nothing crazy. It's a little bit above average, but it's not super duper good. You know, it's basically a down tiered tier 8, you know, T57 with 1 less shell, less alpha, less penetration. You know, it seems like a decent tank. Like, I don't know the exact stats, like comparison to other tanks. I'm not diving that deep into it, but at least initial impressions, it kind of reminds me of like what they did with the M54 Renegade, where it feels like a T125 in a sense, however tier 8 version. So what's not to like about it? And there's also the T42, which, you know, the T42 at the same time is, you know, like this is T57 again, excuse me. T42, basically, it's kind of like a souped up Walker Bulldog in a sense. Now this tank, you know, who knows how exactly this is gonna turn out, you know, almost like the M41 90mm as well. It kind of gives me vibes of that, just because the tech tree, you know, M41 feels a little bit weak. But at the same time, you know, these are just hitting SuperTest, where we'll see basically how they kind of come out, and, you know, we'll see if they basically balance them any differently. But we've got 2 new premium tanks. Who knows what they're going to be for? No idea, but they seem neat. I like American tanks, so, you know, there's that. In any event, you know, thanks for tuning in, and you know, I'll see you guys next week. I'm thinking about possibly switching the date that I record this, and maybe putting it out a little bit earlier in the week, just to make it a little bit easier on me to record them, because I'm recording these at like midnight and stuff on Thursdays. But yeah, I'll let you guys know, and, you know, thanks again for watching, and enjoy all this special stuff. Like, it's gonna be, especially, you know, July 4th weekend here, it's gonna be like you're earning like so much stuff just for playing right now. Yeah, where, you know, take advantage of it. And thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. This one is pulling me back to bed, as you can see.